Welcome back to my next video on Vedic astrology. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the sun if it happens to be your 12th bhava. For this purpose, I'm going to use only the bhava chart. Does this mean that you can do away with the Rashi chart? Rashi chart is the most important chart in your horoscope, and the Rashi chart will let you know if the sun is exalted or debilitated or in its own sign like in Leo or Simha. All this is to be known only from the Rashi chart. Only for the counting purpose, we use the bhava chart. In case you do not know your bhava chart, you may download Jagannatha Hora, install it, and feed in your date, time and place of birth, and within a matter of few seconds, you should be able to see your bhava chart. So have your Rashi chart and the bhava chart side by side, always.
There are 12 different possibilities for the sun to be in your 12th house. In the horoscope that you see here, the sun is in the first house. That's because the ascendant is house number 1. So if you have to have the sun in the 12th, it should be like this. The sun in the 12th for a Mesha Lagna person. For a person born in Taurus ascendant or Rishabha Lagna, the sun in the 12th will appear like this, in which case the sun is exalted, and you'll have to also check the bhava chart if the sun is still in the 12th bhava. If that is true, then you'll have to read it as the sun in the 12th and exalted too. Mithuna Lagna or Gemini ascendant with the sun here. And the last possibility would be where the Lagna is Meena Lagna, Pisces ascendant, and the sun is over here in the bhava chart. Now let's see what sage Bhrigu in Bhrigu Sutram has said about the sun being in the 12th house. If the sun is in the 12th house, the native will suffer from appendicitis in the 36th year of his life. This is as per the translation by Dr. G.S. Kapoor. If you Google for the meaning of gulma, you will come across many things. It's the very nature of Sanskrit that one word could be used for describing many things. And gulma normally refers to some kind of swelling or enlargement or maybe tumors. Especially it might be related to the spleen. There is the possibility that gulma might also refer to tumor, benign or malignant. But here he says, Shat Trishad Dvarshe Gulmarogi. So he's pinpointing the age at which the person would have this problem. 36. Sage Bhrigu comes up with a particular age in which an event is likely to happen without referring to the Dasha and Antardasha, which is the normal practice. So without Vimshotri Dasha, it's not easy to time the event. Logically speaking, you should examine the Dasha and Antardasha and check for possibilities if a disease can come about in the first place. If the Dasha Bhukti is also pointing out to a major kind of illness during the 36th year, then there is a great possibility that the person might be diagnosed with a very serious disease in the abdomen. Apatra Vyayakari Patita Dhanahani. Apatra means unworthy, undesirable. So the translation goes like this: he will waste his money on undesirable purposes. He will be sinful and will incur loss of wealth. Go Hatya Doshakrit. Go means cow and Hatya means killing. So the translation is he'll be accused of killing a cow. Paradeshavasi, and will live away from his native land. Usually whenever a fault in a horoscope is being discussed, there is the possibility that we are referring to the past life, because we all know that the account of the past life is available in the horoscope. So this person may have been used to killing cows in his past life, and there is also the possibility that he might continue killing cows even in this birth, just out of mere habit, the habit of the past life. And as a consequence of killing cows, which is a very gentle creature and gives milk like a mother, the person may suffer from some kind of strange illness, diseases that are very difficult to cure even with the help of medical science. Bhavadipe Balayuthe va Devasiddhi. If the Lord of the 12th house is strong and well placed, maybe dignified also, then Devata Siddhi, then the native will enjoy the blessings of God. Let's do an example. This is Mithuna Lagna and then the sun is in the 12th house. The lord of the 12th is Venus, and let's say Venus is exalted in the 10th. If this be the case, the fault of the sun being in the 12th house does not occur, and instead the native will enjoy the blessings of God. He will also enjoy bed comforts, which may include sexual pleasures, Shaya Kat Vamgadi Saukyam. Then sage Bhrigu says, Papayute Apatra Vyayakari Sukha Shayyahinha. If the sun is in conjunction with malefics, the native will incur wasteful expenditure and will be deprived of bed comforts. So let's put back Venus here and introduce Saturn along with the sun, or if Saturn were to be here, in which case Saturn would directly look at the sun. It could be any malefic here, Rahu or Ketu or Mars. So if the sun is in conjunction with malefics, the native will incur wasteful expenditure and will be deprived of bed comforts. Then the next condition is, if the sun is associated with the lord of the 6th house, the native will suffer from leprosy. So let's put back Saturn here. The Sanskrit line is Sashtesha Yute. Sashta means 6, Yute means with, Kushta Roga Yutaha. So here the 6th lord is Mars. Mars owns this house because this is Vrishchika or Scorpio, and if Mars were to be here, then by this rule we expect that this person may get a disease like leprosy, maybe a serious infection on the skin, on the surface of the body. But he will recover from this disease if a benefic aspects the sun. Let's introduce Jupiter here. And if Jupiter were to be looking at this group, then he says the person is likely to be cured from leprosy. Shubha Drishti Yute Nivriti. Nivriti means relief. The next line says Papi Roga Vridhiman. So here he says instead of Jupiter, we have a graha like Rahu. Then he says person will be very sinful and there will be the aggravation of the disease he suffers from, which means that this person may get into a chronic health problem. Let's see what Brihad Jataka has to say about the sun in the 12th house. The person will suffer degradation. We assume that here Sri Varamira is expecting the sun to be severely afflicted by malefics and is not aspected by benefics. Phaladipika, another classical textbook, says the native will be inimical towards his father. This may be because the sun is the indicator of father, the constant indicator of father. In Sanskrit, the word is Pitrukaraka. He will suffer from eye troubles. Again, the sun is the Karaka for vision and eyes. He will be without wealth and be childless. Saravali says the native will have a lean body. He will be one-eyed, sinful, childless, inimical to his father, powerless, and a mean person. Chamatkar Chintamani says the native will suffer from eye troubles, but then completely goes in a different tangent by saying he will be victorious in the battlefield. He will live at only one place to earn his livelihood. He will gain wealth during journeys. Of the four texts that we are referring additionally to Bhrigu Sutra, Chamatkar Chintamani always seems to be saying something quite opposite. But in general, we will have to admit that the sun in the 12th house is not a good place. We have come to the end of this video. In case you have any doubts, please type them out in the comment section. And whenever I find the time, I'll answer them for you. See you soon in my next video.